So on the end cab, Courtney's going to get in where Davis is at. First thing you're going to do is check your seat belt. No tears, no frays, and it locks in position, right? You're going to tug on it. You're going to release it and lock it again. Keep it on the entire time. The next thing you're going to do is name off your 3 safety devices that is required to have in every truck. Fire extinguisher, properly mounted and secured, rated 10 BC and fully charged, right? Then so I can see. In the middle of all of our trucks, we got 3 triangles, okay? You'll name that. Spare fuse.
I'm sorry, I can't see DOT reflector on triangles.
You can't what?
Say DOT reflector on triangles. So
Did I not say that?
I can.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just showing them. They're right here. DOT reflective triangles. Yes, sir. Okay. Then you should have spare fuses in your truck. That will complete the 3 safety pieces of equipment. All right. I'm not going to start the truck, but that's what you would do next. If I start the truck, you guys are not going to be able to hear me. Okay. So let's just make believe I started the truck up. You will perform what they call a safe start. For my automatic people, you just want to make sure you're in neutral and start the truck. For my standard people, you want to depress the clutch to the floor, make sure you're in neutral, turn the key to 1 click, and you will see your clusters appear up here, all your instrument panel. Okay? You would tell them your ABS light came on and off within 5 seconds. All right? Then you would start the truck. That is called the safe start. And you will tell them that's what you're doing is a safe start. After you start the truck, you start from left to right. So my driver's side, my windshield, and my passenger side mirrors, okay, are clean, and the glass is not cracked, no illegal stickers to impede my vision. From top to bottom, my storage bin, nothing can fall out and hit me in the head, nothing on the floor to impede the use of my pedals, okay? Then you start left. Left turn signal, right turn signal indicators working correctly, 4-way flashers is working correctly, high beam indicators working correctly for my headlights, okay? You'll start with your water temperature. You will tell him the current reading. Since this truck is cold, it's going to be about 140 degrees. Just tell him it's 140 degrees and the temperature will continue to rise as the truck runs. The oil pressure should be about 30 psi. That's all you have to tell them. Needle is working correctly. The tachometer or RPM, you will hit the accelerator and the needle will move. You would tell them that needle is working correctly. Can I check my speedometer at a standstill?
No.
No. You would tell him during that time I will check the speedometer during my brake test. I will roll forward 5 miles an hour checking my service brake. I will check it then for you. Okay? Your voltage should be about 14 volts. On this truck, it's 15, almost 16 because of the computer. Okay? The fuel gauge, roughly about 3/4 of a tank. Needle is working correctly. Primary and secondary air gauge. They should be approximately 120 psi on both. Okay? If not, you will leave the truck running to build that up. Then you will come over and you will check your heater down below, excuse me, and your defroster up here. Okay? You check your city horn and your air horn, which is this button right here. I have no air pressure, so it's not going to work. Then your turn signal, your windshield wipers. Push this in, windshield wiper wash. And that is it for the in-cab. Then you will work into the air brakes test.
The defrost.
I did check the defrost. Who's yelling that at me?
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I apologize.
You're okay, brother. So, on the air brakes test, there's several tests you're going to do. The first one is called the applied test. Second one is called the safety warning device check. The third test is called your tug test. And the fourth test, finally, is called your service brake test. Okay? Now, what you're going to do on the applied test, With the vehicle built up to appropriate air pressure, my wheels are chocked, right? 120 PSI, you're gonna push in both brake valves. Okay. Notice my vehicle tried to move. What did I just do? I released my brakes, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now, with both of these pushed in and the key to the on position, the engine cannot be running at this point. You must shut the engine off. The key must be on to have power. Okay. You will apply firm brake pressure and you will time it for 1 minute. At that time, you cannot lose no more than 4 PSI in a combination vehicle. Some people have asked, can I use my cell phone? Yes, you can. Time it for 1 minute. Pay attention to your gauge that you have not lost more than 4 PSI. After the minute is up, you will work into the safety warning device check. You will pump the brake pressure down between 60 and 80 PSI. My warning light, which it's on, or buzzer will come on. Between 20 and 40 PSI, both my parking and emergency brake valves should pop out. You'll do this. Oh, there's my buzzer and my light. I'm at 60 PSI. You'll tell them that. Continue to pump. Pay attention to these valves. Indicating an emergency situation. Your truck is now locked up. Both brake valves have popped out. Okay. What you will do then is called the rate of buildup test. You will start the truck back up. You will let it build back up to appropriate air pressure of 120 PSI. You will time it. Should not take more than 3 minutes. Now we'll finish that test. Okay? Then you will do the tug test. The tug test is checking each brake system independently. With appropriate air pressure, you're going to push in the yellow valve. For my automatics, you're going to put it in D. You're going to try and pull away from the trailer. You are checking the trailer brakes because the trailer valve is out. My brakes are set on my trailer. My parking brakes is pushed in on my tractor. You're checking the brakes on the trailer. You'll inch up forward. You will not be able to move. That's a good thing, right? After that is done, you will reverse the rolls. You'll pull your yellow out, push in your trailer. Okay, I have to hold it because I have no pressure. It's going to try and pop back out. Okay. With the yellow out, that is my parking brake. What system am I checking now as I try to move forward? Truck brakes. Very good. My truck brakes. You put it in D and tug forward, and you should not be able to move at that time. Okay. Once that is concluded, you pull these both out, put it in neutral, and you will describe the service brake test to them, and you will do it. I will roll forward 5 miles an hour, checking my speedometer to make sure it works at the same time. I will apply firm brake pressure, stopping the vehicle. With both hands on the wheel, my wheel should not turn to the left or to the right, indicating the brake issue. I should stop in a straight line. So you do it. Okay, you pull forward 5 miles an hour, slam on your brakes, you stop. After you are done, take your foot off the brake, put it in neutral, set your brakes. This concludes my pre-trip inspection. You are hereby done.
Well, that sound easy, man. That sound real easy.
Make it sound.
Sounds easy.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I have a question.
What's up, bud?
After we're done with the air brake test, do we have to switch off the truck after we build the pressure and then take the keys in our pocket and go remove the chokes and then come back in?
No.
Or can we keep the truck running?
You can leave the truck running.
Okay. Because of the DMV, they made us do that.
You don't have to do that with
Okay.
Courtney.